Namaste. First of all, my sincere apologies as I couldn't do Instagram live because it didn't allow me to do and go live. Maybe account is very new. That might be one of the reason I haven't searched back what was the reason why they didn't allowed me. And so YouTube live also didn't took place. So making this small video to share some of the thoughts which I revisited again today and some more informations about the day. So first of all about the day. What is this day about? Because many people are still not aware about this or it just goes into the general knowledge, but it's very important and crucial to understand and develop something. Last year on this day something I did, if you have attended that you might be knowing it, which used to know as KYC, CIC, KYC, know your constituent. Okay, so let me tell you first what happened on 26th of November. 26th of November 1949 is the day when we as a nation adopted the constitution, which was drafted by a constitution drafting committee which was chaired by Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar on his 125th birth anniversary, which happened in year 2015. Government decided to celebrate that day as a Constitution Day. Okay, so 26 November, in remembrance of him, has been celebrated as a Constitution Day. It's also known as a National Law Day. So, if you have studied a little bit more of a constitution, if you have read it more than the preamble and the pledge and all, you would see the very first thing it talks about what India constituent of, and then it goes further to describe the rights, the duties, the responsibilities, how it would be governed, who would govern, what comes under the state, what comes under the centers, right? But India is not just a piece of land. India is not just a culture. India is more than that, which we believe as mother. It's a mother. And this whole nature is a mother. And we need to go back to that wise mother to really understand this science, to really understand this humanity, humanism, or the arts, whatever label you want to give it, and to really understand the spirituality. So, going to that wise mother, I would like to share a comparison between these three domain of our world. Two coming from the academia and one from the other side. So the Constitution Day, the constituent, what makes it India? Some states and union territories, some rules, the way we talk, way we deal with the people, what constitute India. Okay, so physically it can be different, spiritually it can be different, right? So we remember these two words, constituent and constitution. Generally, the subjects of constitution, what comes under it, how it's done with in political science and in the laws, these are the two major streams in which students studies it. But what about rest of us? We hardly know much. Okay, but don't worry, you also are studying just exactly the same thing in a different way. I will show you how. Constituent and constitution, and how does it apply in our day-to-day life and governing the transactions, not just the commerce, but all various geopolitical, economical, social dimensions of it. Let's take now scientific dimension of constituent constitution. This body is made up of something. This whole universe is made up of something which we know as the elements, which we know as some cells, which we know as some particles. Okay, so from that micro level to the macro level, there is something it constituent of, and there are rules, there are ways it is being governed. and you can predict them, you can apply them in your life, and you can resolve many conflicts, and you want to get it somewhere else. Similarly, in spirituality, you find out what are you really constituent of, and how this everything is governed, and not just limit yourself with the physical aspect, the material aspect, the matter, but then you go to a metaphysical aspect, the spirit aspect, energetic aspect of it. So these three branches of our life are all interconnected with this way. And in all these three, there is something very common, which is their aim, what they actually want to achieve by doing it. Why we need to have a constitution of India? What is that need? Why science is behind this research, continuously finding and dwelling oneself in those questions? Why people are going behind spirituality, living the whole life, and many few living within the life, they are doing spirituality too. And that thing is the search for a truth. Satyameva Jayate. Constitution accepted it. Satyameva Jayate. That's in a constitution. Huh? And the very first, symbolically, we have put it there. Science is also looking to find, it's searching for that truth. Adhyatma, the spirituality, is also searching for that truth. You see the same part of it. Science wants to benefit everybody and make life simple, happy, healthy. With the constitution, again, we want that happiness. People live in a harmony, in a better way, and spirituality also wants it. It wants to create a heaven on the earth. And with all this thing, if it happens, what is the beautiful would come out. Everything would be beautiful around, isn't it? And this is what we say: Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. Truth, that ultimate happiness or ultimate compassion, Shivam, Kalyan, and the beauty. These are the three common things in all these three aspects. Does it make a wonder to it? And how about if we approach learning of a science, an expression of communicating the science in an artistic way? Learning of science not for being engineer, but being a good human being, being a healthy person, knowing about your own body is a science. Knowing how things works, knowing how games works, it's all about science. It's about society, and it is spirituality too. So join us in our attempt to bring to more and more people through our program called SAIL, Science Arts Integrated Learning, SAIL, SAIL, and embark on a sail towards a new discovery for a new world. It is Shubham. अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा हो, if you like this video and you want to watch more videos where we went wrong, what lessons we can learn from the history, what are scientific temper, what is spiritual attitude, what are our various ways of expressions through which we can beautify and we can discover something more. Please subscribe our YouTube channel or follow us on our social media accounts, and looking for your blessings and your graceful presence for more conversations and more learning. Namaste, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.